the Hugs for Harlem show. We're talking to Mr. Bill Perkins, the former councilman of District 9. So, welcome, Mr. Bill Perkins, to the Hugs for Harlem show. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and thank you for inviting me to talk with you and share with your wonderful audience. Senator for Harlem, the Upper West Side, Morningside Heights, as well as parts of East Harlem. It's basically a district that I've already represented as a member of the City Council, and it has a little bit more involved, but not significantly such. So I feel the kind of work that we were successful in accomplishing on the city council level, we can now do on the state level for this community as well as for the city in general.
All right. Well, where do you see Harlem in brief? Where do you see Harlem going as of now?
Well, I've always seen Harlem going up even when it was going down. In other words, I'm optimistic about the fact that our community will rise to the occasion of providing our children with a decent education, affordable housing that is affordable in the way that is available to the incomes of the people that live in this area. You know, we have a housing crisis, and many of our new housing opportunities that are opening up are not available for a lot of our people who can't afford it. We need to start building housing that they can afford as well. But just as well, we need to make sure that our public schools are schools that are truly teaching our children. We cannot continue to have a public school system in which the children in District 5 and in the northern end of Manhattan are getting a second-class education. Now, by the same token, as you know, in our community there are many who are suffering from inadequate health care,
Yeah.
high rates of asthma,
Yeah.
HIV and AIDS, so on and so forth. And so we need to have the kind of leadership that I hope to provide on the state level that will bring the dollars and the programs and the resources so that we can effectively tackle these problems and create a community that makes sense for the people that live in it.
Now, what is someone? I'm Hugs for Harlem is always dealing with the youth. I'm dealing with the youth. The youth right now are in need of jobs. I have a stepson who, his friends who need summer jobs. There's a lack of summer jobs. That means there's more problems for them, and then more jails are being built to put them in. So, what is the proposal or plan to get them more jobs for the summertime or recreation programs so they can be doing something useful?
That's an excellent question. It's a very relevant question. You know, we have seen reports come out about the high rate of unemployment amongst our young men and our young women. And I'm happy to say that while a member of the City Council, we were able to get $28 million appropriated, particularly to create jobs and training and entrepreneurial opportunities for our young men as well as for adults who are unemployed or underemployed or who don't have the skills. So that's one area, the $28 million that we were able to get in the budget. I think is one important way. Dollars is what makes the difference. And so we need to be able on the state level to do what we've done on the city level, which is to put some dollars in the pot, specifically earmarked to create jobs, to create after-school programs, so that our young people in particular will not only have jobs for the summer, but our young people need jobs all year round. I see young people, even on a snowy day like today, I was on the bus, and a mother came up to me, Miss Taylor, and she said to me, Perkins, my son is 21. He wants to work. He does not want to spend his day doing nothing on a street corner. He's a good kid. Can you help? Yes, I told her I can help, and we're going to make sure that something is done for our son. But the point is that our young people, they don't just need summer jobs. We're not just talking about young people who are teenagers who are looking for something to do after school. We're talking about young people who are teenagers who are looking for something to do during the summer, during the winter, during the spring, during the fall, as well as young men and young women who are no longer teenagers, many of whom have domestic responsibilities. They have children, they have families of their own. Many of whom don't have families of their own, but nevertheless don't want to be out here doing nothing. And we need to make sure that those who want to do get an opportunity to do.
All right. I just want to ask one more question or so. A lot of people want to know, when I told them I was going to be talking to you, they want to know um, computer literacy programs. A lot of people, a lot of parents are illiterate when it comes to computers. And is there some kind of committee, some kind of youth committee that you will form once you become senator to have the inner city youths participate in your office or in your programs?
That's an excellent idea, and thank you so much. It's an idea that I clearly will support and make happen, and I would hope that through this program, those young people who are out there who are interested in such a program will contact me at this following phone number, 212-316-9434. If you think computer literacy and computer programs are important, contact me at 212-316-9434 so that we can begin to put together the proposal that will result in the dollars and the programs that will bring computer literacy and computer opportunities to you and to other young people in our community. This is very, very important because the next generation is going to be able to be successful only if they are able to handle the technology. Today, a computer is like a pencil was yesterday. And if you can't use a computer today, you will not be able to be successful tomorrow.
Yeah.
I need you to call me at 212-316-9434 so we can make sure that computer literacy is as common as sneakers.
Yeah. So you will be starting a committee for youth. Like you will have a youth committee as you run.
There'll be a youth leadership committee. I don't want to tell you all that it's going to involve because when they come together, I want them to help define it. I want them to make it what they think will be relevant. But clearly, computer literacy will be important. Clearly, education will be important. Clearly, employment opportunities and training will be important. But there may be other things. I obviously am interested in political action and seeing that our young people like yourself not only learn how to do computers and how to do technology, but also how to participate in the electoral community process so that you can begin to take over the leadership. You don't need me to be your voice. You can be your own voice. You can be the ones that can come forward and make decisions, participate in the decision-making process. And I'm here to expedite that for you, to help you get to the place where you will be in charge, where you'll be the leaders, you'll be the ones that will be organizing and mobilizing the community, getting out the vote, representing the community in Albany, representing the community at City Hall, representing the community in Washington. That's what we need. And we're looking for you to join me in making that happen.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Perkins, for taking time out to talk to people out there in Hugs for Harlem. The Hugs for Harlem TV show. This will be aired. So,
Well, let me not only give a shout out, but a big hug to Hugs for Harlem.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Mr. Perkins. Thank you for your time, sir.
Peace.